Hey guys,
and welcome back to the So Casty channel. And today is kind of like our monthly update slash Q&A on the baby and my pregnancy in general.
And also our final update for this channel about little baby Jaxton.
I mean,
Jaxton right here.
Jaxton
This is how you spell it.
I mean, maybe not though. He might not be here in early April. We might have to do another one. Who knows?
He's gonna be here late March.
We'll see. We'll get into all that right now. But we've been doing this Q&A for a few months now.
Yeah, for the past 2-3 months.
I think past 2-3 months, and it's been really fun. We're kind of at the final stretch of the pregnancy. I'm 35 weeks pregnant, almost 36.
Yeah, 35 and a half.
Yep, I'll be full term in just like less than 2 weeks, and there's a lot of things that make us feel like the baby's gonna be coming this month, so it's really exciting. We have so much to tell you guys. So much has happened. And
Jaxton already weighs more than Cassie did when she was born.
That's one of the biggest updates we have right now is we had an ultrasound and he weighed 5 pounds 9 ounces.
5 pounds 9 ounces.
And when I was born, I weighed 5 pounds 5 ounces. Obviously, I think that I would have been heavier because my mom had some problems, but just the idea of him being bigger than me is just kind of crazy. Like, he's already bigger than me.
And I don't know about me because my mom had me at the house. She didn't take me to the hospital.
We don't have like Carlos's exact numbers, but we know that he was probably not 5 pounds.
My mom says I was really small. That's all she says. She's like, I don't know how much you weigh. She's like, I had you.
Probably like
and
6
I carried you
pounds.
like, she says she carried me like this with one hand.
I think if I go full term, like if I go 38 plus weeks, I think we'll for sure have a 7 pound baby.
7 pound?
And
you sure it's not 8?
Better not be an 8 pound baby, guys. Better not be an 8 pound baby. One of the biggest updates we have also is just that not only did our ultrasounds go great and baby is measuring wonderfully on time, but I've been having lots of NSTs and lots of checkup, and they've been really great so far, but I am already having contractions.
Yeah. Today that we filmed this video, she had an NST early this morning.
And I had 3 contractions while I was there in the 25 minutes.
And he passed with flying colors. He's doing really well.
He does really well. The contractions don't necessarily mean that I'm going to be going into labor anytime soon, but it is just kind of an interesting detail. Yeah. They're not painful or causing me like that much discomfort. Sometimes they're a little uncomfortable though. They cause me discomfort, but they're not extremely painful, doubled over, crying, in pain, need to go to the hospital contractions. But it is very interesting, which makes us kind of feel like... And
now that she's feeling this contraction, it pushed her to get her bag ready.
It pushed me to get my bag ready. So I'm like, well, maybe he might be coming soon. Who knows?
Oh, I know. I'm so excited.
As soon as they told me that I was having contractions, I was like, I need to pack my bags. We need to get his car seat in. We need to get our stuff.
We need to be ready that we need to go to the hospital if we need to go right away.
Yeah. Do we really want to be scrambling around, running everything that we need to get and forgetting stuff that we have? I mean, like, we want to be prepared. So it definitely has kicked our butts a little bit to get prepared and get ready this past month. But it has just been crazy, and we're just so excited. I don't know about Carlos, but I'm
really excited. I mean, in the beginning, Cassie would always tell me, like, you don't look that excited. I'm like, I'm excited, but you're carrying the baby. I'm not. I'm just like, I don't see her belly growing. I don't know.
And now that I'm bigger, it's like...
And now that I can actually feel him, it's the best thing.
And then seeing him in the 3D, 4D ultrasound that we had.
He's a little chunky baby in there.
He's so chunky. Cute. And you just really look at him and you go, that's our baby. And then you start making things like, that looks like me, or that looks like Carlos, and that looks like his lips.
We get a little bit of both. Some people say, oh, he looks like Cassie, and then I get, oh, he looks like you. I'm like, we don't know.
It's just fun, though.
Ultrasound pictures.
It's just so fun. And later when he comes out, it'll be fun to compare those pictures to him. But Carlos and I are just getting so antsy. We're just getting so antsy. Like,
I always tell Cassie, like, he's only going to have your blue eyes. Everything else is going to be me.
I don't think he's going to have my blue eyes, guys. But we'll see.
We'll see, yeah.
He's going to definitely have his dad's lips, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys see those pictures on CNC Live. Those lips are huge.
He's got humongous lips, guys. He's got his dad's lips for sure. Definitely not mine.
And last time that we updated you, we did not have his mattress. Cassie had all her baby showers. We actually had our separate ones, but we finally got his mattress. Yeah, we finally are like practically finished with his room. We just gotta hang a couple more things, and we still got some like clothes to put away and whatnot, but for the most part, we feel pretty confident that his room's done, and we got his mattress. His room is done, and obviously when he comes out, we're gonna take some pictures and hang him up in his room.
Yep. It's really exciting. I mean, we're not too worried about his room because he's going to be in our room anyways. But we also got, like, at the baby shower, we got the bassinet that we needed for him.
We got a lot of stuff for the baby shower.
We got so many things. And now I feel like we're, like, practically prepared for him.
The only thing we didn't get was newborn clothes.
Nope. That's something we learned out recently. That we don't have enough newborn clothes. So now every time we go to Target, what's the job at Target?
Buy newborn.
We buy at least,
I don't know,
one newborn outfit. You guys asked us a lot of questions, so we're going to answer a few of them. One of the ones you guys asked, that quite a few of you asked actually, was who decided on the baby boy's name? And Carlos doesn't know what I'm going to say right now. He doesn't know. He's looking at me like, what are you going to say? At the beginning,
we did not have a boy's name until Cassie. You can tell him.
I think what happened here was I gave Carlos many names, and he said no to all of them.
Yes, of course.
And so I came up entirely with Jaxton Kai. I came up with the first name, and then I eventually came up with the middle name. And ultimately, though, Carlos finally gave his approval on that name. But I came up with them. It definitely wasn't something that you came up with.
No,
But you were like, I like that name. And then eventually I came up with a middle name, and you liked that too.
But you rejected some of my names too. Obviously, a lot of those were jokes.
Name one.
I don't
name
remember.
one serious name.
It's been months.
There's not one serious name you gave me.
I remember I gave you lots of names. Well, a lot of them were jokes. I was just messing around. But I did give you some serious ones in there that you rejected.
Barely, guys. We're talking barely.
And I almost did ruin Kai because I kept saying Dragon Ball Z Kai.
He kept saying he was talking about Dragon Ball. and so he almost ruined that one too. But for the most part, though, I gave lots of actual names that you rejected until eventually this one.
I actually did like this one.
This one he liked from the start. I didn't even have to convince you. Kai, we kind of were like, that's a good one. Let's think about it. We didn't completely lock onto it.
Did we have another option for Kai, for the middle name?
The other option was probably just a familial name, but we decided we weren't going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, like, for Kai, it definitely was... We had the idea, I had the idea, and then we thought about it for a while. It wasn't like, oh, that's his name. But Jaxton, for sure. When we came up with Jaxton, it was like, that's his name. I really love that name. His first name is my favorite. I can't wait to call him that.
I honestly can't wait to. I just want to hold him.
That's all we talk about nowadays, guys. That's why I just want to be, like, done being pregnant, because I'm like, we don't talk about anything else.
I mean, he should have stayed in here for a couple more weeks, but... Sometimes I'm just like, I just want to hold him.
I know, but he has to stay put at least till 37 weeks.
37, 38
March 19th, guys. March 19th, and then we can start thinking about it. I thought this was a funny question. Someone asked, Cassie, what week has been the hardest for your pregnancy? And it's whatever week I'm on.
It's just getting harder for her every time.
I literally keep exceeding my own expectations of time. Like at 31 weeks, I was like, it's getting hard. And then at like 32, I was like, wow, this is getting harder. And then every single week, it's just, this is harder than the week before. And now we're at 35 weeks, and I definitely can say right now, it's been harder this week than it was the week before. Like, I definitely have I just keep hitting these new milestones of toughness.
The bed, I would think, is the hardest for her. Because all the pillows that's around her, so she's just like, I don't know, she's got like 20 pillows around her, wedges.
When I have to get out of the bed, it's the worst.
I try to help her out. When I see her laying there, I have to go around and be like, all right, sweetie, let's go.
Yep, or he'll try to push my back up a little bit to prop me up. But like in the middle of the night, I have to get up and I got pillows all around me. It's like I have to jump over this hurdle to get out of the bed. On top of it, I'm tired and I don't want to flip over and get out. And
the middle of the night when I hear her go pee, even though I've already told her, it's like, just wake me up and I'll help you get up. I don't mind.
You probably just hear me grunting.
And I just hear her go... And she stumbles to the bathroom.
And I hate I used to never go pee in the middle of the night. I used to hold my bladder until the morning because I don't like waking up in the middle of the night. But now I am so forced to get up that I'm pretty upset every time I have to get up.
And I've even offered to switch sides because my side is closer to the bathroom and she's like...
It's the same thing for getting out of the bed, though. It's the same thing for getting out of the bed.
But at least you don't have to walk around the bed.
That's true. Okay, another one of you asked, what holiday are you looking forward to the most with your new baby? What's your holiday you're looking forward to most?
Well, I would say for this year, Christmas, because he's going to be a little bit bigger and be more mobile. Like, when he's just a baby just laying there, it's not really fun.
Like, 4th of July won't be that cool. Because, like, he'll be born in April. He's only going to be a few months old. 4th of July, we won't be doing anything. We're not going to go see the fireworks. I'd say by, like, Halloween might be kind of cute.
But Halloween hasn't really been, like, an amazing holiday no more, really.
It's kind of boring. And he, again, won't be old enough to have candy or anything.
Yeah.
So I really think that Thanksgiving and Christmas will be fun. Thanksgiving, he'll be over 6 months, so he can eat the food because we're going to be doing baby-led weaning. So he'll be able to eat the food on Thanksgiving, which will be fun. And then Christmas will be really exciting because
I'm looking forward towards Christmas. Thanksgiving is just all about eating. It's not about him. No. He's going to be eating. But
Christmas will be like all about just like our first big thing.
This one right here is just going to spoil the...
Oh, don't act like you're not going to spoil him.
I'm going to spoil him, but compared to you... No.
Probably. All right, this one's kind of for Carlos. Is Carlos going to teach the baby Spanish? Will Jaxton be bilingual?
I plan on to.
Yes.
And I just found out that Amazon sells books that are in English and Spanish with Cassie's friend gave to her, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy more of those.
Buy more of those.
And also Cassie's gonna be learning, because I'm gonna be like, Cassie, you need to read in Spanish and I'll read the English. That way you both are learning at the same time.
Yeah, these books are cool because they're in Spanish and they're in English on the bottom, and so you can read both, and then you can also know what you're reading.
Yeah.
As far as Jaxton being bilingual, we want him to be bilingual really badly.
I'm gonna try my very best.
Try our best, but we also know that there's a lot of hurdles to it, and that it's not gonna be as easy as it sounds.
Yeah.
Because we're not a 100% like bilingual. We're not 100% Spanish-speaking household. Even Carlos in his day-to-day life is not, 100% speaking Spanish all the time, and he won't be speaking Spanish to Jaxton 100% of the time.
Like, I speak Spanish a lot when I have the opportunity to, but like with my parents and my friends, pure English with Cassie right here.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I think we really want Jaxton to be bilingual, and I do think he will know Spanish, but we just aren't sure how good it'll be. We don't know how consistent it'll be.
And then when he's older, I always joke around with Cassie, I'm going to be sending you to Spanish classes with your mom.
We're going to be learning Spanish together. It also really depends on the kid himself. If
he wants to learn
If he wants to. There's some kids, Carlos has nieces and nephews, and some of the kids over there know Spanish better than the other ones because they try harder. So it really also just depends on the kid and how much they want to learn it.
Yeah.
Or are willing to learn it. Some kids are really lazy about it, and so...
And then in school, I mean, they only talk in English, and his friends talk in English, so...
We really want him to be, and we would hope that he is, but we will have to see as we go, as time goes on.
We hope so.
We hope so, and we're going to do our best. Okay, we're going to answer one last question, and then we're going to go and end this Q&A. Carter asked, what was the scariest part of pregnancy so far? I'd say we've had a very not scary pregnancy. Like, we haven't had any actual, like, dangerous situations or things where we were like, oh my gosh, this is so terrifying. But we did have that one thing that happened that got us really nervous and scared, and it kind of, like, readjusted our view a little bit on a couple things. And it was when they told us that he came back positive for Down syndrome. It was mostly about the way they did it. They definitely, like...
They scared her. They just called her and pretty much hung up. Yeah,
they basically were like, your baby probably has Down syndrome. It was just really, like, a scary phone call to hear, because I never thought I would get that phone call. And I just remember crying because I was just so nervous and scared about that. I know that those pregnancies can always be more dangerous and so much more high risk. And I remember that being like one of the scariest things we went through. Even when they told me I was at high risk, it wasn't as scary as that phone call. Although that was kind of like a weird phone call too, where they literally called me at 6 p.m. at night on Friday night and were like, you're high risk now, so be super careful. And then they hung up, and I didn't get anybody to talk to for like 3 days. Nobody returned my phone calls.
Yeah, and then they were closed on the holidays. It was during Thanksgiving, so I'm like...
Yeah, and that was when they told me I was high risk. And so I was like, really, before I knew what I was high risk for and what the problem was, I didn't know. And so they just like called me and hung up, and I just remember being super freaked out. Like, okay, apparently I'm high risk now, which means, I'm at higher risk of losing the baby, or I'm at a higher risk of something bad happening. And so, I mean... Through time, all that's been cleared up, and we're not nearly as nervous now. I'm still considered a high risk, but being 35 weeks pregnant now, it doesn't scare me as much. Yeah. Being told those things was scary.
You can't even ask no questions because they're like, you need to wait for your doctor.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't have questions too. You're like processing the information, and then they just are like, okay, you have any questions? And you're like, I can't remember. And so then you hang up, and then as soon as you hang up, you're like,
I have
processing it, and you have all the questions. But it's too late because they hung up, and getting a hold of my doctors is...
Yeah, especially really with all this COVID right now, doctors are like impossible to reach.
Yeah, they're really hard to reach. I still, right now, if I had a problem, I don't think I'd be able to reach my doctor. Like, which is fine. I would probably just contact labor and delivery at this point, but I feel very confident that my doctor would definitely not answer me.
My foot fell asleep.
Alright, I think that's actually it for today's Q&A. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button, Carlos.
Yeah.
And we just also wanted to say thank you for all your guys' comments and support on all of our channels. We really appreciate it. We feel the love with everybody.
Not all the channels, just CNC. This one still can't comment.
Has no comments, but we feel the love through your thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up the video if you guys liked it and all that. We just appreciate everybody's love for baby boy coming in.
Yeah, love all the positive comments. Thank you guys so much.
And with that, we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye, guys.